Hello. This is Bree, JJ3. And I'm gonna leave the glasses on my head and the glasses on my head in homage to a very, very cool lady who started the We Do Not Care movement for perimenopausal and menopausal and postmenopausal women. And I fit into that category, so why not? I love her. Check her out if you haven't already. Shout out big time to her. I'm leaving the lights on too because this is kind of the way that the inner world feels today. I am supposed to be at work right now, but I have a pretty bad UTI. Ever since Harper started taking more of a role in our life almost 4 years ago, I've been getting these recurrent UTIs. And I blame them on the water condition whenever I was a child because it was not good. It was not water fit for humans. And my mother would buy bottled water, but all of our baths were in that water. It was basically pond water. It was a spring, but every time that rain happened, the pond water would spill over into the spring house. So we would be taking baths in mud, in water that had all sorts of organisms in it. And the people who could have changed it didn't care enough to change it. Or maybe they just didn't realize. They had to have realized though, you know. So anyway, I've got this recurrent UTI and I messaged some people at work and just let them know that I would be late coming into work. And then Jude messaged one of them and told her all about her problems, that she had recurrent UTIs and that she's got a significantly bad one right now, and that we even puked with it, even though the puking was our fault because we didn't read the directions on the azo. And I mean, you know, it's part of it. And so she complained, and I don't know, that just rolled all over me. Because does he think that I'm just a total idiot? You know, does he think that when you have recurrent UTIs when you have a recurrent health condition that you've not tried everything to get rid of that condition? And I know that he's seeing Jude as a complainer and she should do more. JJ should do more to take care of her issues. You know, and I'm putting thoughts into his head, but maybe, I don't know. I kind of get the vibe that this person thinks that there's a different way that JJ should be doing things. And I can kind of feel his judgment sometimes. I really think that Jude and I are empaths, and that she's more on the sad side, whereas I'm more on the angry side over it. Like, she can feel, she wants to connect and she wants to share, but she doesn't understand that not everybody is on your side. And this person says that he's on our side. But I think he would be better on our side if we do things the way that he thinks that we should do things. And that's not on my side. I'm going to do things the way that I need to do them, not the way some random person who's not been part of my life tells me that I need to do it. And then also Jude had complained that she'd been writing and that her arms were hurting. She's just a complainer. She's just a complainer. She just likes to complain and play her tiny violin. And all you need to do is shake your head and know that that's just Jude. That's just who she is. And I'm going to take care of the crap eventually, when the world stops doing this. Dude, I have 4 degrees. I know that I do not have the same degrees as you and that I don't have the background that you do in all the tech stuff, but I'm not an idiot. And sometimes people treat other people like idiots, and it shows that you feel that you're superior to that person. And I know that that's not your intent. I know that's not your intent. It's not my intent either. I do it all the time too. But when you man-explain, and let me tell you why I say man-explain, that's a Harper phrase. She says, you need to say man-explain. And then when a man says, I think it's actually mansplaining, then we can laugh at him and say, that's exactly what I was talking about. Yep. So instead of feeling better and getting ready for work for the last 3 hours, I have blasted him over this hurt, because it really, I can't really even explain how irritating it is to have someone be patronizing and they don't think that they are. And this is somebody who wants to be our friend. Right now we're co-workers and we've been trying to be friends, but I'm not telling you anything that I didn't tell him. Honestly, I told him more. And my mother does that. It's probably a trigger from her, because every time that she complains about something, I'll offer her solutions. We've figured out that we're in this pattern. Like, I'll offer her solutions, and if I complain, she'll offer me solutions when we don't even want solutions. We just want to complain, to play our little violins, and it's usually Jude who's doing it. And then we figure it out on our own, which is what we should do, and with God, which is what we should do, and not turn to other humans who do not understand and don't know and are just looking at my life and saying, this is the way that you should do it. When I see all this stuff that other people need to do if they want to make their own life better. And I try to keep my mouth shut, but I did not today. I was just rolled over, you know. So we do not care. I love that lady. She's pretty awesome. Check her out. I'll post her underneath. Or maybe not. I may not ever even post this. The inner world's still doing this though. I don't know if I can work. This UTI, it's horrible. It has destroyed my brain this time. It's just a really, really bad one. And then everything below the waist is messed up. UTIs are not good. And that was my entire childhood. Just kidney infection after kidney infection after kidney infection. Or at least that's what I called them. Maybe they were UTIs. I don't know. But for a long, long time, I didn't have them. And then all of a sudden, Harper's back and we're getting them like crazy. Not that I'm ever going to take her out of the equation. I just need to exercise. That's what I need to do. And they got better whenever I did start exercising. So maybe it has nothing to do with Harper. I'm sure that there's some people out there that are like, people only have one consciousness. It has nothing to do with that little girl that you think is inside of her. Whatever. I don't care what you say.